Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we save, making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Rome, joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we got a full baseball slate. A lot of in-state rivalries, I noticed. There's a lot of in-state matchups today in the MLB. Some of them bigger than others. But I mean, we have Battle of New York, Battle of Florida, Battle of Chicago. There's a Battle of California in there. It's Oakland and San Fran. Battle of the Bay for Oakland and San Fran. So we got a lot of interesting matchups here today, and we will be getting into all those. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to recap what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And I escape yesterday with a slight profit thanks to that last game going to extra innings. Detroit, San Fran, first five under 4.5 was a winner. Baltimore, Philadelphia, over 9.5 was a loser. Washington, first five was a loser. My double up on Minnesota, I even said it in the chat on Bet Win Repeat. The Minnesota Twins are the best side of the day yesterday, in my opinion. And they come through first five and full game. The Astros, first five, I was lucky to get a push on that one. What a game that was. A huge win for the Houston Astros. They are now 2 games behind the Texas Rangers with 2 games left in the series. I said this yesterday. I'm going to stick to it. The Houston Astros are going to sweep this series. I also got their team total over 4.5. The full game over 9 were as easy as it gets. San Diego team total over 4.5. Wow, how pathetic was that by the Padres last night? 8-4 against the freaking Pirates. And then the last game of the night split out, but thanks to it going to overtime, it was literally a split out because the Blue Jays team total over 4.5 was a winner. Full game over 9.5 was a loser. The full game over was even money. So broke even on that game. Blue Jays win against the Dodgers. That was cool to see as well. But overall, 6-4-1 at 0.94 units. In the month of July, 211, 169, and 21, which is up 23.34 units. And since June 1st, 423, 344, and 49, up 35.65 units. So nice little profit today yesterday. I'm hoping for a bigger day today.
Yesterday was meh. We ended up being 4-4 on the site, Nick, down 0.17 units. So $17 on a $100 unit. And it is what it is. Unfortunately, the thing that I think I'm most disappointed about is the streak has come to an end as the Orioles game did not go over the total. So there goes the play of the day being undefeated. But 6-1 is still pretty solid as well. We had the Baltimore Orioles money line as well on the site. Plus 107 was nice. I'm happy I took the run line for the Nationals instead of the money line because it was plus money loser instead of a minus 140 loser. It is what it is. Cleveland. Yeah, I guess yesterday was the day of the upsets because Cleveland lost at home to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Fun. Extra innings wins for both the Minnesota Twins and I believe the Houston Astros as well. No. Was it?
No, they walked
bottom of the ninth.
Bottom of the ninth.
Which makes up for the Padres absolutely shitting the bed. And then the last one, we didn't have it. We didn't say it on the site. Wow, that was never in doubter. Oh, no, it truly was. Never mind. We had the over in St. Louis. And St. Louis went over by themselves.
Yeah, but that was – I think the game went over in, like, the 7th inning.
Yeah, that's fine. But it ended up being 4-4 minus 0.717 units. it is what it is. And for the month of July on the site, we've had 242 plays, up 8.39 units. So can't complain.
Yeah.
But Nick, do you want to go talk to the chat while I quickly upload all of our stuff to the Instagram page?
All right. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. At the Dodgers and Padres. Very nice win for the Blue Jays last night. As they are 6.5 games behind for first place. I think they can make a little run here in the second half. Glad Corbin remembered it's his unofficial holiday yesterday. That was really unfortunate. More of the same with the most profitable pitcher. Yeah, I was also told he was the best over pitcher in baseball, and that didn't happen.
He hit one.
Yeah. Maeda K props every start until further notice. Yeah. The Guardians do not deserve to be big favorites against anybody. As somebody with Minnesota futures, last night was a good result for those. I know Tim, you put up Cleveland on the site, right?
Yeah, Cleveland run line was up on the site. I was backing Logan Allen.
I forgot we did that. I forget half the stuff we put up on the site sometimes.
That's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice that you pay
Brew
attention.
Crew. Yes, I am already on the Brew Crew today. I've already made 2 bets pre-show. The Brewers -1 is one of them. Back yesterday was my B-day. Took a day off. There you go. Did get some big early Women's World Cup cashes. Philippines +400, +375, +135 live, and a +1. Wow. Good work. KK, right? Kind of like the Royals today, but not sure if you can pull the trigger. Fair. I'm going to stay away from that game. Tigers favor against the Angels. I'm kind of leaning towards the dog in that game early, obviously. Looking towards the Angels early in that game, which we can get into that because that is the first game of the day. The Detroit Tigers are taking on the LA Angels. The Tigers are -120 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Well, let's get into the line history in this spot. Griffin Canning and Eduardo Rodriguez. Line opened up at a 119. It did get up to a 130 at one point. It's down to a 119. So since the opening line, it's moved a penny towards the Angels. It opened up at an 8.5 -110. It's an 8.5 even money. So it's moved 10 cents towards the under as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this matchup. See if it reflects. See if it reflects a line movement towards the Angels and to the under. Wow, 19% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the over. And the line has moved down 10 cents on BetOnline. We have 31% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the Tigers, and the line's moved slightly towards the Angels. Interesting as well. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. Here, let's switch this over to the 25th. See what type of hitting conditions we have here at Comerica Park. -2% runs, -13% home runs, 0% doubles, triples, 5% singles. Heading over to the pitching matchup here, Griffin Canning and Eduardo Rodriguez. Canning, a 4.87 ERA, 1.28 whip, 12.39 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 3.54 walks per nine, a 3.11 BABIP, a 4.42 FIP, and a 3.32 SIERA. On the other side, Rodriguez has been okay minus his ERA, which is a 5.06 ERA, but a 0.94 whip, 11.81 strikeouts per nine, 32%, 1.13 walks per nine, a 289 BABIP, a 304 FIP, and a 2.82 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Tigers in this one here, 4.61 FIP, 4.02 SIERA. On the flip side, 5.75 FIP and a 4.42 SIERA for the bullpen of the Angels. 124 WRC plus was its 8th in baseball again for the Angels against 76, which is 28th for the Tigers. I kind of see a little bit of an edge here, maybe with the Angels in this spot. I lean towards them in the first 5 innings, which because I still don't trust this Angels team full game, and I refuse to do that. You can get the first 5 innings at -105. That is a lean for me at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, I understand why the Tigers are favored. They do have the pitching advantage with Eduardo Rodriguez over Griffin Canning.
Yes.
Do I want to lay minus money with the Tigers though? And the answer to that is no. You look at Rodriguez's starts; he's been really good though. 14 starts, 6-5 record, a 2.69 ERA, 25 earned runs in 83 innings. So he has been really good. Expect him to be on a different team after the trade deadline when the Tigers sell. But I'm not really too interested in this game. I feel like there's better spots across the entire card. So I'm just going to take a pass on this one, Nick.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, there's a lot better options today than trying to attack the Angels and the Tigers. Back to the chat.
Oh, okay. Where did you leave off?
Shows 10. There.
Cool. KK True. Might do the same. Morning, fam. Morning, Markel. I just don't know anymore with Padres. Couldn't get one run from me. Nope. Bellinger over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Let's print some money today. Bellinger has been on fire. I believe he's batting like 430 the last 30 games or something. It's been insane. You're on the Guardians minus 1.5 at plus 135. At plus 110, you'd pass on it. I really want nothing to do with them today. Square play of the day. Giants minus 1.5. There's still a minus 115 out on points bet. I can grab. Every other book has 135 or worse. With the Giants today.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that because I know they're playing. I know they're facing the Oakland A's and they're getting walled to Chuck, but the Giants' last 30 days are the worst team in baseball versus lefties. I think Oakland's live. We'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that game later. Angels aren't faves, but Detroit is.
Yeah.
Pass, maybe lead Tigers. This deserves a 1-800. It would be a 1-800 if it was after Ohtani got traded.
Yeah.
Not quite yet. This game is not a 1-800 gambler game for sure.
Yeah, Baltimore Orioles and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are minus 115 favorites, total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Phillies, wow, opened up at minus 135. The line's plummeted down to a 115, a 20-cent line movement towards Baltimore. Line opened up at a 9.5, minus 110. It's a 9.5 even money. A 10-cent line movement towards the under and a 20-cent line movement towards Baltimore. In this game, let's take a look at the line history in the spot. We have 37% of the tickets and 87% of the cash is on the Phillies. And the lines move towards Baltimore. We have 70% of the tickets on the over, 96% of the cash on the over. The lines move towards the under. So really confusing line moves here for this one. Saying that the markets think that Gibson pitches well. Oracle, no, that's Oracle Park, not Oriole Park. It doesn't matter. They're not playing in Oriole Park. They are playing in Citizens Bank Park. Plus 7% runs, plus 13% home runs, 4% doubles, triples, minus 1% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here on this one, it's okay. Kyle Gibson versus Tayshaun Walker. Gibson's not been very good. 7.03 ERA, 1.59 whip, 9.28 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3.66 walks per nine, a 3.61 BABIP, but a 3.95 SIERA and a 4.12 FIP suggests that he's maybe getting a little bit unlucky. On the flip side, Tayshaun Walker, 3.60 ERA, 1.20 whip, 8.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 3.6 walks per nine, a 266 BABIP, but a 392 FIP and a 4.48 SIERA, suggesting maybe he's getting a little bit lucky. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Phillies in this one here, 3.37 FIP, 3.79 SIERA compared to 3.84 and 3.52. Hitting advantage goes towards the O's here in this one, 98 WRC plus, which is 17th compared to 87, which is 25th. The Phillies are just not hitting right now. That's the problem. That is the problem for the Phillies right now. They're just not hitting. Could they do that against Kyle Gibson? Maybe. I think the way the line moves here, with all the big bets on the Phillies, and yet the line's dropped, I don't want the full game because I do think the bullpen edge goes towards the Phillies, especially with the usage that the Baltimore bullpen has had the last 5 games, including using Bautista in 4 in a row against the Tampa Bay Rays and using Cano in 3 out of the 4 of the games there. I do think that this bullpen will be taxed a little bit, and I could see potentially the Phillies coming back later in this game, but I'll grab Baltimore early at plus 107 for the first 5 innings. But maybe after the first 5 here, I would look to live bet the Phillies.
I wouldn't live bet the Phillies. I know you said bullpen advantage and everything, but Baltimore doesn't give up on games. I wouldn't try to live bet against them for sure. I do like Baltimore in this one. You continue to just back the most profitable team in baseball. And I know it's that stat, but they're up almost 19 units this year, and which is great. They're up 15 of those units on the road, so they've been a very, very good road team. I believe the only team with more road wins this year than the Baltimore Orioles is, well, tied with the Atlanta Braves, which those 2 teams are very close together now. I think it's like 2-game difference between the Braves and the O's. And I think the Orioles continue to win. So I like the Orioles today. I know I'm always on the Orioles, but they keep cashing tickets. If they kept losing and kept backing them, different story. The fact that they've just been cashing and you keep getting plus money with them on the road, sign me up. Give me the Orioles and Kyle Gibson today.
Heading back to the chat here. Lean Phillies. Be more for the sweep. F them Phillies. Would be surprised if Baltimore. Wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore sweeps the Phillies. They still got one more game after this. I don't know if you guys know who Chief Keef is, the rapper, but no, I don't. Orioles in the over again. Orioles first 5, really. But we'll move on here to a game that I've already made a play on in this spot. We have the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins. This line, I believe, has moved in my direction as well. I want to make sure that it's true. Let's see. It's moved 3 cents in my direction, but it's still moved in my direction. Let's get into it here. We have the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins in this spot here. The line opened up at a 185 for the Rays. It's up to a 194. Line opened up at an 8. It's all the way down to a 7. It's moved a full run down in this one. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game. See if it reflects a big line movement towards the under and a line movement towards the Rays. 69% of the tickets, nice, and 86% of the cash is on the Rays. The lines move towards the Rays here. 56% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move down, which is kind of interesting here. Looking at the ballpark pal for hitting conditions. I don't know why I checked that. It's in Tampa Bay. We have a good pitching matchup here. Edward Cabrera and Tyler Glass. Now, here's the thing. Cabrera's pitched one game since coming back from, I forgot what it was. I think it was an injury, if I'm not mistaken. But it was his first start in over a month. He went 5 innings, gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, did walk 3 batters against the Cardinals in a 5-2 loss. And on the flip side here, we have Tyler Glass now, somebody I really like. 2.45 ERA, 1.02 whip, 14.42 strikeouts per 9, which is 39%, 1.53 walks per 9, a 3.44 BABIP, but a slate best 203 FIP and a slate best 217 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rays here, 3.77 FIP, 3.53 SIERA compared to 3.84 FIP and 3.46 SIERA. Hitting advantage slightly towards the Marlins, 93 WRC plus, which is 19th compared to 91, which is 22nd. I've already played. That's a minus 135 as well. I've already played -1.5 with the Rays at +108 last night. I think the Rays take care of business against a struggling Miami Marlins team here. And I'm also looking at that first 5 as well. I think Tyler Glasnow comes out here and shoves. And his numbers suggest that we should absolutely start seeing Glasnow pitch even better than what he is now, which 2.45 ERA the last 30 days is not bad at all. So I think this is a pick-me-up series for the Rays after losing the series to the Orioles last series. I think this is a bounce-back series for the Rays. I think that they potentially sweep the Marlins the way the Marlins are playing right now. I like the Rays here. I'm grabbing the first 5 -0.5 at -135, and I got the full game +108 at our full game run line at +108.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. I'm run lining the Rays. Although the Rays haven't looked good themselves, but the Marlins have won 1 out of their first 9 games since the All-Star break. And it was their most recent game, and it was on a walk-off. Yeah, I'm going to continue to fade the Marlins until they prove me that I shouldn't. Because okay, you look at what the teams they played. Baltimore, all right, fine. Since the All-Star break, Baltimore, really solid team. St. Louis, you're really getting swept by St. Louis. And Colorado, you lose 2 out of 3 at home.
That's ugly.
At home. No, absolutely not. That's not a team I want to back. And now they have to go on the road to face one of the best teams in the league in the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, sign me up for some Miami Marlins action. Tampa Bay Rays run line action. I'm going to continue to fade Marlins until further notice.
I like it. Let's head back over to the chat. Timmy O's. There you go. Bronny had a heart attack? LeBron James or?
I have not a clue.
Bronny Jr. No. You serious? Damn it, his draft stock went down. Went down in the future. That's what you think of? That's the first thing you can think of? Yeah. Lead Marlins.
No thanks.
Lead Miami team total under. I kind of like that.
I can get behind that.
Let's have a first fish fry Rays run line, like it under 7.5. I can see that. Off topic. How high are you on the Ravens to win the division this year? I have a couple of teams that I would like to take a couple long shots in that division with Pittsburgh and with
Cleveland.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland are my 2 picks in that division. I think Pittsburgh will be better than people think, and I think with a full year of Deshaun Watson fully getting adjusted into that system, I think the Browns are going to be good this year.
I can see it. I'm on the Browns. So yeah.
I think the Ravens will be good. I think it's going to be a tough division for Cincinnati to navigate through. That's why I think my favorite play in that entire division is the under-win total on the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, his son. Okay, he's in stable conditions. At least he's in stable condition. We'll move on. This game pissed me off yesterday because I am the genius that thought laying $1.40 in the first 5 with Patrick Corbin would be a good idea.
Oh, well, you kind of did that one to yourself.
Yeah, it is what it is. We have Trevor Williams and Austin Gomber, your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at a 145 for the Nationals. It's dropped 12 cents down to a 133. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's down to a 9. So it's actually gone down half a run in this spot, and it's gone 12 cents towards the Rockies in this one here. Let's get into the cash flow, see if that reflects a line movement towards the Rockies and the under. We have 90% of the tickets are on the over and no cash flow. We have 33% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the Rockies. And the lines move towards the Rockies. Maybe the Rockies are live in this game. Maybe. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. Has this at plus 2% runs, plus 1% home runs, minus 2% doubles, triples, plus 4% on the singles. Let's take a look at this matchup here. And this is really tricky because Nationals are hitting lefties and the Rockies are not hitting at all. Austin Gomber, 3.6 ERA, 1.07 whip, 5.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 0.6 walks per nine, a 284 BABIP, a 379 FIP, and a 4.63 SIERA. On the flip side, Trevor Williams, 5.16 ERA, 1.68 whip, 6.35 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 3.57 walks per nine, a 311 BABIP, a 6.64 FIP, and a 5.30 SIERA. Not very good. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rockies. 4.04 FIP, 4.23 SIERA compared to 5.95 FIP and 5.07 SIERA. Hitting advantage is a massive one here towards the Washington Nationals. 127 WRC plus versus lefties, which is fourth, compared to 60 WRC plus for the Rockies against righties, which is dead last. If there's a pitcher that the Rockies can hit, I can see them being able to get to Trevor Williams today. And I think that the Rockies early is a potential decent look, or the Rockies full game. They do have the bullpen advantage here in this spot as well. Plus 115 for the first five, plus 122 for the full game. I'm kind of leaning towards the Rockies. I just don't know if I can trust them to put up runs in this game, but the line has moved towards the under, which suggests maybe this is a lower scoring game, which I think can favor the Rockies in this spot. I don't think the Nationals are a team we should be laying any type of prices with. And, I'm going to go out on the ledge and do this. I'm going to take a little double up spot here with the Rockies. I'm going to take them first five full games, split it up here. I think they at least win one or the other, or if not both, and I profit regardless. Colorado Rockies first five plus 115. Colorado Rockies full game plus 122.
I want nothing to do with this game. This game is a 1-800 gambler game, and I really want nothing to do with it. So instead, so this one's a complete pass for me. I want to quickly click this button. It's NBA, but Jaylen Brown signed a 5-year, $304 million extension with the Celtics, which is now the richest contract in NBA history.
What? How is Jaylen Brown worth that much?
Yeah. What?
What?
I saw that and I had to type up something for it. That's insane. And that is way too expensive. That is $60 million a year.
That's stupid. So stupid.
Yikes. All right, Celtics. I don't know what you guys are trying to do. You're going to have Jaylen Brown and the island of misfit toys now. So enjoy. Holy shit. That is a big-ass contract. Anyways, back to the chat after that one. I sent the picture to Jose Bouquet, and just crazy. Praying he's in the lab learning how to dribble with the left hand.
Right, back to the chat, Tim.
Have fun.
I'm currently tracking my plays. Sorry.
Not still favorited beyond me. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Seems like a game that'll go over first five, but under full game. I kind of look towards the under. But I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to trust Gumby Gomber with an under. That's fair. Rays, Braves, moneyline parlay. What the Braves game? We don't have a line for the Braves game yet. So, Rockies. Have fun. Yeah, it's a 1-800. You can't dribble with his left hand. Rays minus 1.5. Yes. Trying to compete with the Saudi Arabia contract. Yeah, Nick, did you see about the guy from Saudi Arabia?
Stupid.
The
stupid.
Soccer player that's going to be getting $776 million for 1 year. Not to mention the 300-something million that he's going to get bought out of his other contract. So this year he's going to make $1.1 billion playing soccer.
Insane.
This man's can't even dribble the damn ball. Give him that much. I know, right? The fact that he's getting more than Jokic is crazy. Madapi. Yes, that guy. He's a French player. All right. Oh, boy. Let's go.
Pass. Moving on. I'm just kidding. This is a tricky game. Let's get into it. Mets, Yankees. Mets minus 110 favorites, total of 8.5 in this spot. Let's get into it. This line opened up at the Mets at minus 125. It's moved 13 cents in the direction of the Yankees in this one. Line opened up at an 8.5 at minus 115. It's down to an 8.5 plus 103. A lot of these lines moving towards the under this morning. So a 12-cent line movement towards the under, or a 18-cent line movement towards the under, and a 13-cent line movement towards the Yankees, suggesting that Domingo Germán pitches well. Let's see if the cash flow represents that as well. This one, we have 78% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the Yankees. The lines move towards the Yankees here. 83% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the over, and the line is moved towards the under. So interesting move there in this one. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. See what type of hitting conditions we have in the Bronx today. Yankee Stadium plus 4% runs, plus 20% home runs, minus 8% doubles, triples, minus 2% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here in this one. We have Verlander, 1.74 ERA, 1.06 whip the last 30 days. He's been pretty good. 7.55 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%. 3.77 walks per nine, a 2.26 BABIP, a 3.39 FIP, and a 4.91 Sierra. On the flip side, Domingo Germán's not been bad. 2.84 ERA, a 0.79 whip, 11.37 strikeouts per nine, which is 34%. 2.13 walks per nine, a 2.22 BABIP, a 2.62 FIP, and a 3 Sierra. Both these teams have been good. The bullpens is where this game could go a little weird. Bullpen advantage actually, get this, Tim, goes towards the Mets. 4.35 FIP, 4.43 Sierra compared to the Yankees, 5.14 FIP, and a 4.6 Sierra. It's been a while since I've been able to say the Mets have a bullpen advantage. And they have the hitting advantage here, 112 WRC plus, which is 11th compared to the Yankees, 91, which is 23rd. I don't like the way the line's moving in this game because my numbers suggest the Mets have some value here. Now, when they've dropped 13 cents, I am looking a little bit at this under here, though. I like this first five under at 4.5. I could see this game getting weird later in the game, and the game goes over full game. But for me, I'm going to grab the first five under. Mets, Yankees, first five under, 4.5.
I will bet against the Mets against every single team except the Yankees. I will not bet the Yankees against the Mets. That is one thing. I don't care how much value there is on it. I am not betting it. So I'm staying off aside completely. I kind of like the over. I think Verlander gets hit a little bit. And the problem with the Mets is their bullpen. And I think that they're going to I think the bullpen's going to get hit a little bit. But I think the Mets can hit against Domingo Germán. Plus, in Little League Yankee Stadium, I would expect some runs. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a solo shot like the top of the first, like to off the rip. So I know ESB biggest fan, whatever, says Nerfy. I would kind of look towards a Yerfy, as crazy as that sounds. I think this one is going to be a higher scoring game. Normally is when it comes to the Mets and the Yankees, especially in that ballpark. I like the over in this game, and I am not touching a side by any stretch of the imagination. But over for me in this one.
All right, we disagree on that one. But I can see this getting over. I think if you like the over, you can wait till Verlander and Germán are taken out, and you can grab a live over.
No, because I think that Verlander and Germán get hit.
I think the bullpens get hit. I think the bullpens
I
on
think
both
they
teams
do
are not very
too,
good.
but I think that the starters get hit.
I think Verlander shoves.
Yeah,
I think Vermont pitches well as well. I'm going to go steal his foot. Pass. I hate this. Yeah. Yankees. Yeah, no. And teams. Fair. He did good at the World Cup, but he can only score in his own league. Fair. Don't take. Yeah. Both teams are unpredictable. Nerfy. Yeah. Are your paid top plays on a unit scale? 1.
Every play is 1 unit. We don't go crazy with that.
We'll move on, though, to this matchup here. Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians are minus 200 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this spot. Let's get into the line history in this one. Line opened up at a minus 190. It's up to a minus 200. So a 10-cent line movement towards the Guardians here. Line opened up at a minus 115. It's down to a minus 113. So it's actually moved 2 cents towards the under, and it's moved 10 cents towards the Guardians. Let's see if the cash flow represents that here in this spot. Let's scroll down. Royals and Guardians. 78% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the Guardians. So that move makes sense. 49% of the tickets and 89% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved towards the under. It's kind of interesting here. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, see where Progressive Field is. Plus 6% runs, 11% double home runs, 10% doubles, triples, minus 3% singles. The pitching matchup here, Zach Greinke and Aaron Savali. Greinke has been bad. 7.65 ERA, 1.80 whip, 3.15 strikeouts per nine, which is 8%, 2.25 walks per nine, a 365 BABIP, a 609 FIP, and a 5.73 SIERA. On the flip side, Aaron Savali, 2.76 ERA, 0.89 whip, 6.44 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 1.53 walks per nine, a 235 BABIP, a 302 FIP, and a 461 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Guardians, 4.31 FIP, 3.67 SIERA compared to 4.76 FIP, 4.86 SIERA. Massive hitting advantage here with the Guardians, 115 WRC plus, which is 8th compared to 71, which is 29th. I expect a bounce back performance here from the Guardians in this spot. I would like to fade Greinke on the road, and I think the Guardians smash in this spot. And I'm just going to take the full game. I'm going to take the full game run line at even money here with the Guardians. I expect them to bounce back and win this game rather easily. I would lean towards maybe a team total over with them as well against Greinke. I see a bullpen edge with the Guardians, so I would want the full game rather than just the first 5. Plus, the first 5 is kind of expensive for the Guardians. What would the first 5 run line be? First 5 run line would be, wow. Okay, I'm going to double down on the Guardians here. I'm going to take them first 5. I thought that was going to be up in the 130s, 140s for that first 5 run line. It is minus 120 for the first 5, minus a half. I will take that as well. I'm going to double down on the Guardians here today. I think they smash Greinke.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for pain. I'll go back to him with you. I am not super high on Zach Greinke, especially on the road, especially the last couple of years. He has not been particularly good. And yeah, it's Cleveland. That's the problem. Although Savali, I think, has been pretty solid lately. Yeah. Last 9 starts, he's allowed 4 earned runs once, or more, once. Other than that, 2-2-0, 1-2-2-2-0. So he's been quite solid. For Cleveland. So, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Cleveland run line is plus 106. I'll hop on that with you and continue to fade this 29-73 Kansas City Royals team.
Which is absolutely beautiful to see. I love seeing the Royals lose every game that they do. I didn't mind seeing the Royals win yesterday. Having Minnesota futures and seeing the Twins win on the same day the Guardians lose, that Twins division is now up to a minus 325. which makes me feel good. But I mean, the Rays were up to a minus 500 at one point, so things can happen. But yeah, I'm on the. I like the Guardians in the spot.
There you go.
KK saying, I want the Royals money line, but I have a feeling the Guardians actually cover the run line this time. I agree on that one. Team total over on the Guardians, which is a lean. Yeah. I'm going to take a shot at the Guardians minus 2.5. Ooh, what's that at? I'm not saying I'm going to bet it, but that's an interesting line there. The adjusted lines. You can get Guardians 2.5 at plus 160. Nice big, some nice plus money, which means I want to see one thing real quick before we move on. It's even money for that one, and it's plus 160. So it'd be plus 130 for the minus 2 line. If you did a split bet on the minus 1.5 and the minus 2.5. Moving on to a team that made me some money yesterday. Might go back to them today. Let's get into it. Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Twinnies minus 115 favorites, total 7.5. Talk about a team I think they're underpriced. Line opened up at a minus 120. It got down to a minus 107 at one point. It's come all the way back to a minus 116. Line opened up at an 8 at even money, or at plus 105. It's down to a 7.5. So it's moved down half a run as well in this one. Let me see here. Yeah, it's moved. Okay. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot, see if it reflects a line movement towards the Mariners. And it doesn't. Okay, this is enough to keep me off the Twins. 75% of the tickets and 93% of the cash is on the Twins, and the lines move towards the Mariners in this one here. 65% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the under. Lines move towards the under here. Take a look at Ballpark Pal, see what type of hitting conditions we have in Minnesota today. As we have, where is Target Field? Target Field minus 5% runs, minus 15% home runs, plus 7% double triples, minus 2% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, I think there's a pretty clear pitching advantage here with Pablo Lopez. He's against George Kirby, 3.09 ERA, 0.97 whip for Kirby, 7.88 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 1.41 walks per 9, a 256 BABIP, a 373 FIP, and a 3.97 SIERA. On the flip side, Pablo Lopez, 3.69 ERA, 1.17 whip, 11.94 strikeouts per 9, which is 32%, 2.56 walks per 9, a 320 BABIP, but a 313 FIP and a 3.22 SIERA suggested that he should get some positive regression. 4.20 FIP, 3.54 SIERA compared to 4.21 and 3.58. So a slight edge towards the Twins here on the bullpens. Hitting advantage goes towards Minnesota as well. 122 WRC plus, which is 6th, compared to 110, which is 13th. The line history, the line movement, and the markets are going to keep me off this game. If I was just betting without any care with the market, I'd be all over Minnesota in this spot. The market's kind of slowing me down on that one here. But I would lean Minnesota if I had to bet it.
All right, you will slow down, and I'll put my foot on the gas. I'm going to continue to back Minnesota until they start losing games because they are the hottest team in the MLB since the All-Star break. Now, I really do like George Kirby. I'm a Kirby guy. He's been really solid this year, and I will probably have a Cy Young ticket on him next year. I think he could have that good of a year next year. Pablo Lopez has had a solid year as well, the All-Star. The only bad start he's had recently was 7 earned runs against Oakland. Granted, that game was insanely back and forth. And before that game, he had a 9-inning shutout against Kansas City. I like Minnesota in this game. I want to continue to back the hottest team in baseball since the All-Star break. And I can get him at minus 116. So I'll sign me up for some mini ha-ha in this one versus the Mariners.
Good luck. I hope they win. I would like them to continue racking up wins. But I'm personally not going to be betting them today.
Okay.
Back to the chat.
Okay, go ahead. Crystal likes Kirby. And Mariners first 5. And you're on the Reds Nerfy today. Well, that's perfect timing because we'll talk about that Reds game.
Yeah, it's the other play I had pre-bet heading into today's card. Milwaukee Brewers minus 145 favorite, total of 8 in this game. Did a free pick video on this one last night. Corbin Burnes and Andrew Abbott, your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at a 135. It's up to a 142, a 7-cent line movement towards the Brewers in this one here. Line opened up at an 8 minus 115. It's moved down 10 cents to an 8 minus 105. Let's see if the cash flow reflects that here as I accidentally click on the Photoshop thing and now my computer's frozen. There we go. Now I can go and click that and we can take a look at the cash flow in this game, which we have 41% of the tickets are on the Brewers and 90% of the cash is on the Brewers. 95% of the tickets and 75% of the cash is on the under. Lines move slightly towards the under, but 5% of the tickets, 25% of the cash, you're kind of appealing for this over here. This is one of those where this game has no business going over the total, and it just might. Let's take a look here. American Family Field, plus 1% runs, plus 17% home runs, minus 4% double triples, minus 5% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Corbin Burnes and Andrew Abbott. Abbott's been okay. 2.81 ERA, 0.88 whip, 9.84 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%, 2.54 walks per nine, a 194 BABIP, but 398 FIP and a 4.13 SIERA suggests maybe we see a little bit of negative regression here from Abbott. Not huge negative regression. Not he's going to turn into a really bad pitcher, but I expect his ERAs to be in the mid to high threes rather than the high twos. On the flip side, Corbin Burnes, 2.2 ERA, 0.83 whip, 10.74 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%. 3.03 walks per nine, a 197 BABIP, a 298 FIP, and a 3.48 SIERA. He's been amazing. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Brewers here, 2.32 FIP through 2.77 SIERA compared to 5.04 FIP and a 4.84 SIERA. The hitting advantage goes towards the Brewers here, 112 WRC plus, which is 12th, compared to 103, which is 15th. And looking at this spot for me here, I like the Brewers. I've already played the Brewers full game -1 at -102, and I'm looking to grab them first 5 as well. First 5 probably laying the half a run unless I can get a decent price on them, which I can't. It's -146 for the first 5 money line. I'm taking the first 5 minus a half as well with the Brewers here. I think they can get to Abbott for a couple runs early, and I see Burnes shutting them down. So give me the Brewers, little double up spot here, first 5 full game. With the Brewers here on the spot.
No, thank you. I kind of like Andrew Abbott. He's had one bad start in 9 starts, and that was against the Brewers. Yes, it was in Milwaukee. Yes, so this is the only place that he's had a bad start where he allowed 6 earned runs and 9 hits and 4 1/3. Other than that, it's 3 or less in every single game, and 4 games he allowed no earned runs. Andrew Abbott is legit. He's been really, really solid, and that's not a pitcher I want to fade. I will say he is coming off of 8 shutout innings of 1-hit baseball against the San Francisco Giants. But at the same time, Andrew Abbott's not a pitcher I want to go and fade right now. I'm not backing the Reds right now, although it would be a lean towards them. But I can't. I'm not going to go and fade Andrew Abbott, so this one will be just a stay away spot for me.
Fair.
Brewers run line. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Is there a -1 first 5 for Brewers?
I mean, I can find that for you real quick. I think on Bovada, on Bet Online, they do not have -1.5 for first 5s. But I believe on Bovada they do. I can find that for you real quick. And then one thing with the Brewers here is they own the Reds this year. They're 9-2 against the Reds this year in 11 games. So this has just been complete dominance. Let's take a look at alternative spreads. First 5, you can get Brewers first 5 -1 at +130. on Bovado. So if you want the -1 for the first 5, it's plus 130.
All right, Nick, ready for the lock of the day? I think
money line?
Chicago's going to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of agree with that look here. Let's get into it. Cubs and White Sox. -110 for the Cubs, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here between Chicago and Chicago. The White Sox opened up as -125 favorites. Now it's a plus 101 for the White Sox. A massive line movement towards the Cubbies here. Line opened up at a 9. It's up to a -105. It's up to a 9 -120. So lines move towards the over as well, up 15 cents. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here. We have 81% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Cubs. The line's definitely shown, the market's definitely shown fear towards that, though, as it's flipped towards the it's flipped from dog to favorite for the Cubbies. 73% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over, and the line has moved towards the over here. This is tricky because it's just all the money is on the over, all the money is on the Cubs, and the lines move towards both though. So Petco or not Petco. I'm reading a bunch of different just stadiums, I guess. It's Guaranteed Rate Field. There it is. Took me a second to find it. Plus 7% runs, plus 16% home runs, -5% doubles, triples, plus 3% singles. Third best hitting conditions on the slate today. Pitching matchup here is between Michael Kopech and Kyle Hendricks. Hendricks, 4.30 ERA, 1.16 whip, 7.36 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 0.31 walks per 9, a 292 BABIP, a 4.96 FIP, and a 3.80 SIERA. Kopech's been bad. 6.1 ERA, 2.13 FIP, 6.97 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 13.06 walks per 9, 167 BABIP, a 10.16 FIP, and a 8.98 SIERA. Those numbers seem like he hasn't pitched much.
Who?
Let me take a look.
Hendricks?
Kopech.
Oh.
Kopech's pitched. No, he's pitched 3 times in the last month.
He had a really good start against the Mets.
Yeah, he got lit up in his other 2 starts. He gave up 4 earned runs in 2/3 of an innings pitched against the Braves. That's what really messed him up. I still think he's a fadeable pitcher. I'm not particularly interested in Kopech here. I'm actually looking at the Cubs. I would like the Cubs early because the bullpen advantage does go towards the White Sox here slightly. Bullpen advantage, 4.34 FIP, 4.09 SIERA compared to 4.75 and 4.29. The Cubbies 114 WRC plus, which is 9th compared to 95, which is 18th. I would like the Cubs first 5, and I would like the Cubs team total. That's where I would like to go in this game. The line has definitely moved in that favor. So I'm going to grab both these here. Cubs first 5 money line -118. Cubs team total over 4.5 at -120.
Yeah, I like the over. The over in this game in general, just kind of wanting to fade both these pitchers. Kopech's been garbage besides playing the garbage Mets. And Kyle Hendricks had a good start versus Washington. Previous to that, he allowed 5 and 4 earned runs in his 2 previous starts. I expect some runs, especially in the Windy City today. And I'm expecting this one to go over the total. And the Cubs have been a heavy over team lately. I forgot to mention that part. They have gone over in 9 out of they're 8-1-1 to the over in their last 10 games. So they've been a heavy over team. Not to mention, Chicago, the White Sox haven't really been an over team. They've gone under in 7 out of 10. But I like the over in this game. I'm expecting some runs in this. What do they call the series? The Windy City series or something like that? It sounds like something it would be, but I don't know what the Chicago series is called. Kind of like how there's the Subway series for New York and the Freeway series for LA. What's the Chicago one?
I'm looking that up. I don't remember what it's called.
That's fair. Anyways, I like the over. Do you like the over?
I'm on the Cubs team total over. It's the Crosstown Classic.
Crosstown Classic. There you go.
There you go.
I like it.
I think so. Also, Cubbies. Yeah. Cubs team total over. Yes, I think the Cubs team total over is it's one of my favorite plays on this game. I just think they get to Kopech. This was a fun game yesterday. I didn't bet it at all. There was no line available to bet it. But let's get into it here. The Arizona Diamondbacks are minus 120 with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot between Steven Matz and Merrill Kelly. Line opened up, at a minus 140. It's down to a 117. A 23-cent line movement towards the Cardinals in this spot. Line opened up at a 9. It's still at a 9. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, which we have no cash on the total, but I have 88% of the tickets are on the over. Then we have, 86% of the tickets and 78% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks, and the line's moving towards the Cardinals. I am 100% interested in St. Louis in this game. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal here with this matchup here. Chase Field, 3% runs, minus 4% home runs, 12% doubles, plus 12% doubles, triples, 0% singles. Pitching matchup here. This one's an interesting one. Steven Matz and Zach Gallen. Matz has been really strong. 2.66 ERA, 1.01 whip, 10.27 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%, 3.42 walks per 9, but a 232 BABIP, a 325 FIP, and a 3.44 Sierra. On the flip side, Zach Gallen, I think, could be due for some negative regression here. We'll see. 4.22 ERA, a 0.97 whip, 8.72 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 1.69 walks per 9, a 232 BABIP, a 435 FIP, and a 3.77 Sierra. Open advantage goes towards the Cardinals here. 4.34 FIP, 4.35 Sierra compared to 4.79 FIP and a 4.48 Sierra. Hitting advantage, the Cardinals are hitting right now. 124 WRC plus, which is third in the major leagues. And the Diamondbacks against lefties couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat right now, which is a 65 WRC plus, which is 29th in baseball the last 30 days, Arizona versus left-handed pitching. I think Steven Matz pitches well today. I think he can go out there and give you a solid start. And the way the line's moving screams Cardinals in this game as well. I'm going to take the Cardinals in this game, and I'm going to take them not only first 5, but full game in this spot. I think they get the win in this spot. And I know everybody's going to be Zach Gallen against at home, but this market's telling you he suffers a loss today in this one. So Cardinals first 5, even money. Cardinals full game plus 107.
Is it Zach Gallen?
It is Zach Gallen. No, it's Merrill Kelly.
I was about to say, I'm looking at Merrill Kelly.
All right. I messed up on that. For whatever reason, my spreadsheet had Zach Gallen. I apologize on that one. I'm still interested in the Cardinals because isn't this Merrill Kelly's first start back?
Yeah, I was about to say, because I was just about to talk about how Merrill Kelly hasn't pitched in a month.
Yeah. No, he pitched a while. He pitched this month, but he's had one start. He was terrible in it. No, I'm still interested. I'm still interested in the Cardinals. I still like the Cardinals. My points still stand. And actually, it makes me like the Cardinals even more because I thought I was going to have to fade Zach Gallen in the spot, which I'm glad I don't.
I was kind of looking at the under in this game. I know that's a little bit crazy to say, but with how Steven Matz has been pitching, he's been better as of late. The only thing that's going to keep me off of it is the fact that Merrill Kelly hasn't pitched in a month. His last start was on the 24th of June, so not really something I want to go after at the moment. And for me in this one, it's a pass, but I want Arizona to start winning games because I have them division 16-1. But they have really struggled as of late against a St. Louis team that's looking really good at the moment. But this one's going to be a stay away. Kind of lean towards the under in this game, but no play.
Yeah. Merrill Kelly off of an injury, I think it's going to be would be a little bit.
Was the main thing that's keeping me off.
very tough to trust there.
Correct. And real quick, seeing that we're kind of on the same page on this one. The Instagram play of the day will be in the Windy City. It'll be the over in the Windy City game. 9.5.
Why do you have Bellinger in a Dodger jersey?
Wow, Bellinger is in a Dodger jersey. I gotta fix that when it comes. My bad. I didn't even notice. I just saw a blue jersey. I did not.
You may be as high as Bellinger right there.
I did not post it yet. I did not upload it yet. But I will grab Cody Bellinger in a Cubs jersey. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, wing spread and the over with the Sparks spreading over. I am going to be capping the WNBA after this show. Yeah, they have fancy handbags in Chicago.
Spread, yes, and the over, sure. And then Sparks, good luck. I'm not backing a team that's lost 8 straight games or 9 straight games, whatever it is. And the over, yes, I like the over in that game. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. D-backs first 5 money line. No, I'm on the Cardinals. I'm on the Cardinals full game and the Diamondbacks team total under first 5. I like it. I think Steven Matz pitches really well today, especially with the way the Diamondbacks are hitting against lefties. Let's get into this matchup here. The Padres are, get this, minus 265 favorites, total of 8. Do we just put our nuts on the table and take the Pirates? Let's get into it here. Padres opened up at a minus 265, but it's still a 265. Line opened up in an 8.5. It's down to an 8. So all these totals moving down half a run today. I don't have very many overs today. Let's take a look at this ballpark pal for this one here. Actually, no, we have to look at the cash flow. We have this one. 58% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Pirates. Are we surprised? No. 82% of the tickets are on the under. I have no cash flow on the under for that one. So let's get into the ballpark pal for this one here in Petco Park with the worst hitting conditions on the slate today. Minus 8% runs, plus 1% home runs, but minus 5% doubles, triples, minus 8% singles. Let's get into the pitching matchup here. Blake Snell and Rich Hill. Snell has been dominant. His ERA is lower than his whip. I said that. His ERA is lower than his whip. 1 ERA, 1.41 whip the last 30 days. 13 strikeouts, which is 34%. 6.33 walks per 9, really high. And that's why his whip is higher than his ERA. 3.27 BABIP, a 2.99 FIP, and a 4.21 SIERA. He's been good. I don't expect it to keep up. On the flip side, Rich Hill, 6.41 ERA, 1.69 whip, 6.08 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%. 3.71 walks per 9, a 3.40 BABIP, a 4.26 FIP, and a 5.30 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Pirates here. 4.09 FIP, 3.56 SIERA compared to the Padres' 5.48 FIP and 4.34 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Padres, 99 WRC plus, which is 16th compared to 80, which is 25th for the Pirates. This is an easy stay-off spot for me. I have no interest in this game. I'm not laying a big price with the Padres, and I don't have big enough cojones to take the Pirates at the moment. So this is a pretty simple pass for me. I want nothing to do with this game. I might take a big dog in the next game, though.
I feel like the only place that you could really get value in this one is going after Blake Snell, grabbing like his strikeout props or something. Because I want nothing to do with a side in this game. I don't trust Rich Hill in a bad Pittsburgh team. And I'm not, after last night, I'm not touching San Diego. Screw that. And their run line, that's probably outrageously expensive. Let's see. Minus 130 for their run line at home. Get out of here. This one's a complete stay away. There's no point in me going after this one.
Yeah, easiest pass on the card. This is just juiced all to hell as well. But maybe a big dog stab in the next game.
Maybe.
Let's see. No, you don't set them on the table. You let them hang. You just let them hang. Yeah. Smelly K props. There you go. Oh, Snell. Probably Snell. Here we go. This is a big dog I'm kind of interested in. And you got to hear me out on this one here. The Oakland Athletics and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are minus 250 favorites, total 8.5, returning off of a long road trip. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Let's see if it reflects a. Okay, it opened up at a 250. It went down to a 248, back up to a 250. And the line opened up at plus even money for over 8.5. It's plus 101 for over 8.5. So line has moved toward a penny towards the under, and the line's not moved on the side. Let's take a look here in this spot. We have 93% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Giants. Money line, 82% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the run line. And the markets are showing no fear towards that whatsoever. The total is split 50-50. I have no cash flow on the total, though, which is just super helpful at the moment. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal here in San Fran. Let's see. It's usually on the bottom here. Oracle Park, minus 4% runs, minus 28% home runs, plus 8% doubles, triples, plus 6% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, which is not good. But let's get into it. Ken Waldichuk and Alex Cobb. 7.71 ERA, 1.55 whip for Waldichuk here. 9.64 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 4.82 walks per nine, a 340 BABIP, a 4.31 FIP, and a 4.52 SIERA. On the flip side, Alex Cobb has not been very good either. 3.38 ERA, a 1.45 whip, 6.33 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%. 2.53 walks per nine, a 329 BABIP, a 395 FIP, and a 4.48 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants here, 3.68 FIP, 3.85 SIERA, compared to 4.47 and 3.97. The hitting advantage, get this one, Tim, is a massive hitting advantage for the Athletics. 93 WRC plus for the Athletics, which is 20th. When we look at the Giants versus lefties, 60. Dead last against left-handed pitching in baseball right now, the last 30 days. The Giants don't deserve to be minus 250. The way they're hitting lefties, the way they're coming in off of a long road trip. If I had the first three line available to me, I would be betting that as well. I like the Oakland Athletics early here in this spot. You can get plus 215 for their first five money line in this one here. You can get their team total over 2.5 at minus 145. I could see them putting up 3 runs in this game. I don't think that's asking too much here. The line moving, I don't think has moved anywhere for the total. It's moved a penny towards the under. But asking the Athletics to score 3 runs, I don't think that's asking too much. I'm going to stay off that team total, but I am going to take the big score here. I'm taking plus 215, first 5 money line with the Oakland Athletics.
Well, we'll fade a team that's losing games.
Coming off a long road trip, not hitting lefties,
long road trip.
Way too big of a favorite.
Okay, cool. I would. That's okay. You don't have to let me talk. 6 straight losses for the San Francisco Giants, and they're this big of favorites. Yeah, I will take the Oakland Athletics. Oakland has not been good either. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat that one. They have actually they've won 2 out of their last 5, so that's actually not terrible. And they actually won a game versus Houston. There you go. Now give me the Oakland Athletics on this one. Plus 227. We're riding the wave. Oh boy, this is scary. But let's go Oakland tonight.
Yeah. The Athletics. It's tough. It's tough. But plus 215, I think it's worth it.
There you go. By the way, I did fix it, Nick. Here I'll show off the official thing now. There you go. Bellinger in a Cubs jersey this time.
There you go.
All right.
You sure you don't want the pod to be the Oakland Athletics?
I am positive. I want to be able to hit mine. So, but let's keep rolling.
All right, back to the chat. I'm gonna go track this.
Oh, where did you leave off?
There.
That's right. Let's do it. I stayed with only half a unit on the Guardians. Greinke's like 7-0 his last 7 starts versus Cleveland. Okay. Ride that wave. Maybe Athletics versus score. Sure. Ride that tiny
if
wave.
You have first 3 available, I don't hate that either.
A's get their peaches clapped.
They get their cheeks clapped.
Okay.
I
know. I was just trying to be annoying. A's minus 1.5. Why not? Let's do it. Untouchable.
I would like to see what that is real quick. All right. Give me 2 seconds.
Final game of the night, and I do have a play in this game.
Yeah. The adjusted run line minus 1.5 for the Oakland Athletics plus 335.
I like it.
Let's get into the last one here. The Dodgers and the Jays in this one here. The Dodgers are $1.40 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. What a game that was last night. That was a fun game to watch. Frustrating, I got hooked on that total. The Jays put up 3 in the top of the 11th, and the Dodgers couldn't do anything. And so that ended up being a push. But we also do have one more line that I have to type in after I break down this game because we do have now a line for Texas-Houston. So I do want to go over that game. That is a very important game. We have Urias and Bassett. Your pitching matchup here in this one. Line opened up at a 142. It's down to a 134. It's actually moved 8 cents towards the Blue Jays in this one here. Total opened up at a 9 minus 110. It's down to a minus 105. Let's take a look at the money on this one. See if it reflects a move towards the Jays and a move towards the under. Right? Under? Did I say under? Or did I say over? Lines moved 5 cents towards the under. And 72% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the over in the game. 83% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Dodgers, and they're making it more appealing to bet the Dodgers. You guys like the Dodgers? Here, we're going to give you a better price on them. Let's get to the ballpark, pal, here, where we have Dodger Stadium as plus 3% runs, plus 12% home runs, 0% doubles, triples, minus 3% singles. Leo Urias and Chris Bassett. Bassett, 3.27 ERA, 1.24 whip, 9.55 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 1.91 walks per 9, a 3.41 BABIP, but a 3.35 FIP and a 3.72 SIERA compared to Urias, 3.75 ERA, 1.20 whip, 8.55 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 2.7 walks per 9, a 2.93 BABIP, a 3.24 FIP, and a 4.39 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Luis Doyers here, 2.97 FIP, 3.86 SIERA compared to 3.67 FIP, 3.88 SIERA. Hitting advantage does go towards the Dodgers, but the Jays are hitting as well right now. 142 WRC plus, which is second versus righties for the Dodgers. 121 WRC plus, which is ninth for the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays are alive in this game. I think at this dog price, there is value on Toronto here in this one. Now, the bullpen advantage does go towards the Dodgers, so I'm looking at the Jays early in this game. Plus 125 for the first 5 innings. I want to back Bassett here and the Jays, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Toronto Blue Jays, first 5 innings at plus 125 to close out my baseball card today.
Well, I did a free pick video on this one yesterday for picks and parlays, and I gave out the Dodger run line. Well, all right. How about some home road splits for you, Nick? Chris Bassett has been god-awful on the road, and he has been really, really good at home. A 5.81 ERA on the road compared to a 2.24. So backing him at home, Not a problem. I will back Bassett at home. I will not back him on the road. Guess who else I'm going to be backing only at home and not on the road? Julio Urias, whose home road splits are even crazier. 2.15 ERA at home, 7.88 on the road. So once again, 2 pitchers that you want to back at home and fade on the road. I'm on the Dodgers today. Run line at like plus 125. I want to fade Bassett, especially on the road. So for me, I know you are high on the Blue Jays. I like the Dodgers tonight, and trust me, I want the Dodgers to start losing games. I have Arizona to win the division.
You're high on the Dodgers, and so is the public, and the books are showing no fear towards that.
Cool. Well, I'm riding those numbers, so whatever. I'll be Joe Public today. That's fine. Wow, yeah. Just give me the over. Fair. Breaking news. Yep, we found out about that one. He's all right. He's all right. First 5 over, maybe. Favorable hitting conditions, Nick?
For Dodger Stadium, slightly. Nothing that moves the needle.
Julio Urias. You're an ass. Dodger run line. I like it. That is all the games for today, Nick. Do you know what that means?
Time for me to click back on the StreamYard and click a button.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Yes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. I forgot to put all those into the chat earlier today, but I'll do it now because we've been posting a lot on all the other platforms, and going with that, I'm putting in our Instagram, our Twitter, and our TikTok, so that Higgs is on the Mets today. Interesting. So that you guys can make sure you guys follow all of those. Biggest fan, we don't have a line for the Astros and Texas.
Oh crap! Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We do. I did not look at it then.
Yes, and I would like to break that down. So you can continue doing that. I'm going to type out the thing real quick.
Okay. But all of the links are now in the chat, so make sure you guys are following us on all of those platforms. I'm not going to have anything for this Houston game, so have fun with it. Recap for me today. I like the Orioles, Tampa Bay run line, the over in the Mets game. I like Cleveland on the run line, mini haha. Over in the Cubs game, which is the play of the day. I kind of like the under in the Diamondbacks game. Riding the wave, Dodger run line, and then Nick's about to talk over the Astros game, which do we even have a pitching matchup for?
Yes, it's is it Cody Bradford? Cody Bradford. I typed in Chad Bradford for some weird reason.
I'm gonna stay completely off this game.
Yep.
I haven't even with it yet.
Yeah. Looking at it real quick, take a look at the line history. It hasn't been out very long, so take this line history with a grain of salt. It has not moved. Opened up at Houston minus 125. It's still there. Opened up at a 9 minus 120. It's down to a 9 minus 113. So an immediate line movement towards the under in this one here. And if you like the minus 125, I'm seeing minus 130s across the board here, seeing some 127, some 129s. I do think this line moves up in this spot here. And I wanted to talk about this game because I'm not going to do too much capping into this one, but I will be betting it. And for me, I think the Astros sweep this series. So I'm going to grab the Astros in this one. First 5 in full game. I think they light up Cody Bradford. I think JP Francis does fine. So I'm going to take the Astros here, first 5 full game money line.
Sounds good. Nick, I'll let you do your recap, and then we'll head on out for the day.
Yeah. There we go. Just locked in those Astros bets. I'm on the Rays, first 5 full game run lines. Baltimore, first 5 money line. Colorado, first 5 in full game. The Mets, Yankees, under 4.5, first 5. Cleveland first 5 -1/2, full game -1.5. Milwaukee first 5 -1/2, full game -1. Chicago team total over 4.5 and the first 5 money line. St. Louis first 5 +107, full game even money. Athletics first 5 money line, and the Toronto Blue Jays first 5 money line as well.
There you go. That's going to be it for today. We'll be back for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show tomorrow. Good luck, guys.